Okay, many days and one overhyped storm for us later, we're finally able to get back at this portion of my life. So what we are going to do is my husband has to help me hang the, so I left this part in. This is me talking to you guys about how I have to prep for the storm after I got out of the shower. I leave this in because I want to show you how much the back wall color compliments me, especially brings my eyes out. And so I am overwhelmingly beautiful in this, and I want to leave that in because of how much harassment I had to edit out for my husband in the same room as me. I don't know if I got it all, but that man just forgets that there are cameras, and I was harassed. I had to bring it up to HR, who's Beauty, and Beauty doesn't care. She is the worst HR person we've ever had. So management is a mess. Everything's gone sideways out here, but I just need you guys to understand how much editing I needed to do. And yes, I did deliberately pick the color so that it complimented me, so that my husband would find me beautiful regardless. But I did too well. I overshot that goal, and I am reaping what I sow at this point. Okay, let's get back to doing the room. All right, I wanted to kind of get stuff on the bed. I don't actually have to make my bed, but I am going to be pulling in everything that I want to put up. And so I need kind of a starting zone to start laying things out. And I just feel like I don't have enough pillows. I could probably have 5 or 6 more pillows. Okay, here are the things that I purchased from Amazon. This is a bedspread. It's a like goldeny yellow. This box won't open. There it is. Okay. This is the new curtain rods, curtainy things that I purchased because we don't have any in here, and so I need those installed. And it's just so funny how much I thought I was going to do individually. I forgot what kind of curtain rod I even purchased, to be honest, and it is the kind of industrial looking ones that look like industrial pipes coming from your walls. So this is the corner piece that I wanted to show you guys. So kind of like this vibe. And I never later come back and show you a close-up of it, so remind me to do that, and I'll get it for you guys in a later video. Oh, okay, and these are the curtains. I actually have to return these curtains, you guys. They are really cute, and I like how they turn out, but the panels are extremely narrow. It's not, like I even see it in this, and there's only 2 panels, and I hold it up to the window. It's not going to work. And I went to purchase 2 more panels so that I could just fill it out a little bit more, and they don't sell it in the same length. So I had to return and get similar but slightly different curtains. Same vibe though. I am trying to layer in different texture feelings in this room. So I'm using a lot of different finishes, a lot of different materials, and I'm just trying to add. I do not want to take anything away. This mirror spoke to my heart, and all of this stuff that I purchased, you guys, that bookshelf, the chair, this mirror, the curtain rods, all of this stuff, I'm going to link, but also I bought it on Prime, so it was significantly discounted. These are the pictures that I picked up that were heavily discounted from Hobby Lobby. I believe each one of these was about $20 to $25. And I really like them. The one I love the most is that jar of roses, and I feel like it's the one that doesn't match the most, so that sucks. Those 2 pictures we hung up previously, those are the ones where it's the stars when we got married, but then also our wedding song. And the 2 smaller pictures that I put in there, those are pictures that I previously had. And now I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this effing chair. In my hearts and hopes and dreams, it was supposed to kind of go next to that bookshelf. It was supposed to kind of go right there, so it would fit and look cute, and the backdrop would be there, and I wouldn't have to move it, and it looks absolutely stupid. It blocks a lot of my dresser. It sits out a weird amount. The bookshelf itself isn't long enough on that back line to like back frame it, so it's just really, really awkward. And I think it has to go in the corner, but it doesn't really fit in the corner. It's mushed in there super badly. And I hate my bed. I hate all of this. So I'm trying to resign myself to pushing it back in this stupid little corner where it doesn't fit that well. And I'm getting angrier, and I just have huge feelings. And so I want you guys to know that my husband is here. So this is supervised nonsense, which sucks because I like unsupervised nonsense. Okay, last thing that I bought off of Amazon, this is a rug. It's from, I thought the same brand that my other 2 rugs that I just bought, but now that I go back, it's not. Same kind of style though. It's washable, thin. It has its own grippy backside, so you don't need anything to anchor it to the ground without it sliding everywhere. And it looks weird. So Mark is getting something out of the garage, and I think, okay, I need to get my bed disassembled and move it before he comes back in and notices what I'm doing, because see, I had to distract him with something. I was like, oh, look, babe, your work phone. Don't pay attention to me. Look how he didn't look, you guys. He didn't look. So I was able to get the footboard out. And now if we go as fast as possible, we can get the headboard out of the room. And then he can't stop us. He can't stop the progress that we already have going. And I know he's going to absolutely hate this idea. But I hate the bed. I'm not going to be able to move past it, and I don't want to hate my room. I put a lot, look, I'm checking over my shoulder and everything like that. And remember in the first episode of this, I am talking about how I don't want to move that headboard because it's so heavy and awkward that I think I'm going to drop it into the wall and put a hole in the wall. Look at all of the strength. I am like a mom lifting a car off of her child. I have all of the energy to get this headboard out of the room before my husband catches me. I could lift anything. I just like Olympic lifting, eat your heart out. I would have been able to accomplish anything in these moments before my husband came back in from the garage. So I'm scampering now, trying to make it look a little bit better to see if I can get him on board real quick. I just wanted to see what it looked like. You're standing right in front of the camera. Okay, what are you thinking? Like if we had pillows instead of headboard. No? You don't like it at all?
It's like a kid's bed.
Okay.
Maybe if it's made up, it will look different.
Yeah, maybe if it's made up, it'll look different. And we can get the... Do you really love our old one? Okay, right there, he said, I would not say I loved our old one, which basically means go ahead and do whatever you want, babe. And it's times like this where I appreciate the wall color, because I think I kind of like just siren songed him into agreeing with me, because who can deny me with such beautiful wall color making my ass pop? All right, here, okay, this rug is beautiful and I really love it, and it matches the color so well, but there are elements to it that look kind of like Transformers faces in it. And I am having a really hard time moving past that. Like, I keep looking down at it and I'm like, Optimus Prime, how's it going? Hate. I am having my husband hang the curtain rods first because I have no idea where these wall hangings will go. Not even a little bit of an idea. So I need to distract him with a project so that I could build his next project. I'm trying to see how the bedding matches. I want to see how the pictures match. Looks hideous, right? Not great. Not excited about that. I still really love that rose vase. It just doesn't look great with everything considered. What we're going for here, the whole look, the maximalist look, is we are going to have a ton of varied paintings and artwork and wall hangings on the walls, and kind of like a more is merrier situation. We are trying to get a lot up. And I feel like it'll bring the whole room together. Also, taking out my bed frame, first of all, gave me like 6 more inches, which is very good. And the chair fits a little bit better, and it's not pulling down the room anymore. That was the element that was making everything terrible. I wanted to see which one of those pictures was bigger. I'm pretty settled on that picture being the main above my bed picture, but just in case. With that bed gone, I'm thrilled. I'm so much happier. I've been looking into getting headboards, like peel and stick headboards. It's like paneling that you can stick on the wall and kind of craft your own headboard. And the other thing about those, one, they would look fine. It would not take up space on the sides. I don't have to worry about how my stupid articulating bed thing is making it difficult for me to find a bed, headboard, footboard situation. And also, they are supposed to be soundproofing, like they should absorb sound, which is in particular good for us because I do my voiceovers in my room. And the more sound dampening I have in my bedroom, the better for my voiceovers. So it's really for you guys. You're welcome. Okay, it kind of looks like I'm talking to my husband. Okay, right here I am literally talking to my husband. But when you see me talking and looking around and pointing at things, I'm talking to myself. I'm pretty sure he has earbuds in and has heard none of what I'm saying. But I cannot process how I want the room to look without talking out loud. Here I'm proving to my husband that the curtains are long enough. He doubted me deeply, and I wanted to visually shove it in his face that I did plan ahead for that, and I did buy long enough curtains. And here, I don't think we're talking to each other again. This is me talking to myself, and I'm pretty sure he's just listening to something in his ears. Or he's just actively ignoring, like active not listening. Is that a skill set? Because I think he has it. This is so much harder than I thought it would be. And I'm trying to set things in the general vicinity so I could get a better idea of how it will look in real life. I'm a little bit closer to trusting the process here now that the bed's out. Still struggling though, especially with the rug. I'm worried that the rug is going to be a weird situation with all of these pictures. Okay, so this is what the picture frame looks like. Not picture frame. Why am I saying crazy things? But I've been recording for 40 minutes, so you guys get to hear my mistakes. It's fine. Okay, so here it does kind of look like industrial pipes. I did want that look. I'm trying to help him. He measures it and it fits really perfectly. And then when he installs it slightly incorrectly. So he struggled to get the curtains on. It was pretty funny, but I'd like to show you, I left this bit in to show you how hard I was working. I was doing a lot of really important work. See? I had to bring in the direct supervisor. She was a big part of this. HR, still worthless, not even in the room, even though I went and told her. And I'm not messaging my friends on my computer and drinking coffee while I'm having my husband do this. Okay, now I'm actually helpful. I got to put the curtains on and see, it's just not enough. And when the blinds are closed at night, it looks particularly terrible because the curtains are kind of an oatmeal texture color and the blinds themselves are brilliant white and it looks absolutely hideous. So we got the curtains up. I'm really pleased. I'm going to have to swap them out, but I'm glad that that part's done because now we can move to this part. And when I tell you my husband was absolutely thrilled with the amount of things that I needed him to hang on the wall, he was so excited. It was actually his idea to swap this here. He felt if I put the black frame on that side, it would make that corner too dark. And we are still trying to find ways to brighten the room. It comes across so much more bright on camera than it feels when you're living in it. That's my cute picture of my twins. And like any second or third child, we don't have any cute baby picture canvas wraps of Calvin, which is good. Oh, we were trying to start a dog fight. We were taking our bets and trying to start a dog fight. But we don't have any pictures of Calvin, so he just has to understand that we love him less. And now we have actual proof in our room which of our kids we love and which ones we don't. Okay, so I sped this up a ton as well, so you guys could see the whole hanging process. And like bit by bit. Also, look at how hard I'm working. There was a lot of effort on my behalf. I, handed Mark that thing. I'm talking to the dog. I'm judging from a distance. I moved the camera. Like, I did effort. So I deserve rewards, right? I wonder if I can get my husband to bring me candy today for doing such a good job. I'm going to text him later. Okay, so first one up, and I get so excited. I don't know why. Oh, crud, you know what happens here? You guys can't tell. I had to go to the store. We don't have wire, like picture wire. So I had to go to Target, which is perfect because I actually picked something else out at Target that makes everything so good. But we did need the picture wire because he tried it with fishing twine and it immediately broke. Picture number 2 up. I'm so excited. We have this little Yankees boy picture thing. I believe his mom gave us years and years ago. And I started feeling like maybe the bedroom was getting a little too feminine. And so I wanted to know if he wanted to hang it up. And he said it just didn't really match that well. So maybe we'll hang it on one of the other parts of the walls. But for here, we're just getting the main ones up. Geez, that went up really easily. Says I, who is not hanging anything. Okay, so the stars on the night we were born, and married, and I believe that's the stars over the church where we got married that night, and it's really cute. I hate that it's in a white frame, though. I do need to swap it out. I also hate that this picture is in a black frame. I think what I'm going to do is get gold frames, which might sound tacky, but I think it's going to work really well in this room. And change those out. Also, I'm glad Mark did this because one, absolutely not. There's no way I would have gotten this accomplished without my husband. He measured and centered and leveled and used actual tools. And I would have just tried to duct tape that crap up. I would have just slapped it on the wall and called it a day. But he put so much effort into it, and I am so grateful. Sorry for the lamps blinding us out, but again, it's pretty dark in our room and we needed the extra lighting so we could see anything that was on the wall. Here I'm just trying to get him to stop pestering me. He's pestering me. I need HR. All right. The mirror. Yes, the mirror's going up. The mirror's heavy. I was scared that it was going to fall. It hasn't fallen and hit me yet, but I am sitting in this corner, so there's always a chance. I guess if you hear a loud crash and then I die halfway through this voiceover, the mirror got me. And the last little bit. He wants to put it up high. Look at that harassment. Did you see that? Ugh. He wants to put it up high in the dreams that I will get a headboard. I don't know how I feel about that now. When you see the final result. Oh, also you guys look at this picture. I think it's not level. He says it's level. And I said, well, you know who's going to know? Chat. They're going to tell me. And I'm going to hear in the comment section that I'm right. It is slightly wompy. Okay, not there. So yeah, he uses the level, but I swear right now it is not level. But kind of cute, right guys? I am so excited. So I kick him out of the room because I do want some of an element of surprise still. And also, he was in my way, so cute. All right, so this is our duvet cover that feels really nice and silky against our skin, and that's the one I want. And this is what I got at Target. This is a golden velvet texture. It comes across, it's a lot more yellow for you guys. Think of a much more of an orangey gold in real life. And look how it kind of, okay. I was always told that the tags go on the bottom right-hand side. And it's not. See, look, I have to go to the left. Stupid. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Look how it brings the room together. Look at how it kind of changes everything. It completely changes everything. I'm trying to use these as kind of like giving a headboard impression. I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys think it looks childish? Does it look like a kid's bed because we don't have a standard headboard? Or do you think that these throw pillows can kind of supplement? I also bought the matching, oh crud, the stupid wall gap thing. You can see advertisements for this on Instagram and they're like $80, but they're like $30 on Amazon. So don't do the Instagram situation. Okay, but that feels like the little gap there makes me happy, and then pillows go up, sure. I bought the little shams, the matching shams. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these. The pillows that I stuff in here are clearly too large, but they're so flat and stupid that they go in anyways, and now they're out of my closet, so I'm pretty fine with that. Okay, threw that over there because what if, right? I like that. It's the second one that I just meh. All right. it's too much, right? I think it's too much of a good thing. See, not a fan. I do not like that one bit. Okay, our actual sleeping pillows, and then my body pillow, which I do sleep with. And I just want to see how it looks. So I'm going to put the pillowcase that I bought for this to see how it goes. This pillowcase is also super soft. So I do just want to see how it looks, get everything set up, and then wash it before I snuggle it to death while I go to sleep. Pretty good. Still, I do love that pillow over in my chair. Just that second pillow is kind of a bummer. I stole these throw pillows out of my daughter's room because I can. And they haven't noticed yet. But I feel like it makes come on, guys. Oh, okay, so here, this is the cover that we just bought when I wanted to add more color to my room. Who knew that I would be sent down this path, right? And this looks really great and absolutely hideous with the rug. So I think that's gonna be kind of like a springtime edition when I want to change it up from like the moodier, deeper winter situation. There's useless HR coming to stand on my rug. But it just doesn't work with this rug, so we're gonna have to figure that part out. Now, I had one final thing that I wanted to accomplish tonight. And my husband saw me moving the box into the room and he goes, "What's that?" And I was like, "I don't know, crazy, right? Leave me alone." And I think I covered it pretty well. I think he has no idea. But look, for more texture, I want the bench to be leather. Very, very risky choice because Sweet Potato fell in love with it immediately and tried sharpening her claws on it one time, but I haven't caught her doing it since I scolded her the second time. So I just feel like we're pulling in a lot of different elements and textures that complement but aren't the same. The deepness of the colors. I am really falling in love. I am so happy now. I just finally, the vision's coming together, and I never should have doubted myself because I'm amazing. I am phenomenal, and everything's coming together like my head said it would, despite physics. I can overpower physics, and that's amazing. What I love about this piece is that it gave me the least resistance. It was super easy to put together, and I really needed that after yesterday's massive battle with all the other stuff. And by yesterday, I mean, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago? Time is weird. And Potato immediately loved this. Look at her. And everybody's coming to check it out. We have my direct supervisor, Sweet Potato. Well, actually, Leroy's my direct supervisor. He's in the bathroom. His supervisor, which is Sweet Potato, she comes to check the overall vibe. And then HR is in the doorway, still being useless. Like, nobody's harassing me now. Why is she even in there? She's probably mad because I'm clearly working overtime, but I didn't put in for it. Can you guys tell that I never really worked in corporate America? I'm just making up rules and roles. Everything's basically based off of what I saw in Office Space, so it's a bunch of TSP reports and bobs. So look, I finished those screws and Potato immediately goes over to like give it a few more checks. She's even testing them out. Like, look at her, making sure I had them screwed in all the way. Quality check. And then sorry about the stand being right there. I am using a different camera stand or phone holder to film. It sucks. I have to go find my old one. I think it's somewhere in the RV. I just need to go find it so that I don't keep having part of a pole in my videos. I think it gives the wrong impression. I like how Potato immediately gets back in. All right, cautiously. All right. And that's all I wanted to do for the day. Let's clean up my trash. Okay, last day. I just need to get the last bits and bobs up. I wanted to decorate this bookshelf. I want to clean off my dresser and just finish, you know? I have been taking the rug in and out of the room because I just could not decide on it. And I actually ordered a new rug and then canceled that order. And then there was a lot of back and forth, but I did decide to keep that rug. So we need to clean off this bookshelf, put the rest of the decor up, do my dresser, and then sweep and mop the whole floor and lay the rug. It's not difficult. We can get this done. And then, I don't know, I'm just so excited with how it turns out. I bought these fairy lights. I had this vision of lining all of the shelves with fairy lights. I thought it would bring an element of light into the room that I also felt I really needed. And Sweet Potato thought it was glorious. Now, I would have edited this out because it took me a really long time to untangle these. Do you guys see the spirit entity that's right there mocking me? It just feels so mocking, doesn't it? But yeah, so a ghost right there mocking me to my face or encouraging me. I don't know why I put a negative spirit in there. But I left it so you guys could see that clearly I'm haunted. I'm just using Ticky Tack to attach this. So in general, first strand, it looks tacky. I am not a fan. And I was like, okay, I don't want to put how many more strands, tons more strands on there. So let's put things on the shelves. I bought this vase at Walmart. And I thought, I have an idea. And look how beautiful that idea is. I am brilliant. I am like the most brilliant person in the universe. And I bet that's what that stinking spirit was trying to tell me. It was like floating over my head, being like, don't bother unwrapping all of them. You will hate those. Shove it in the vase. You're going to be really delighted. And then I bought this little fake flower arrangement from Walmart too. And everything else I'm bringing in, excluding one thing, this was purchased at Hobby Lobby. Everything else I'm just pilfering from my house to decorate. And I'm trying to see how to turn on this candle. And I don't think you do. I think it's just, not only is it a fake candle, it doesn't even fake light. So that's a bummer. I'm placing this picture frame here. I think we're going to hang that on the wall eventually, but it is my placeholder for my plaque. I think that should be enough space, but the plaque will go on here. The red diamond 50 million sub plaque. It's definitely going to be prominently displayed, but I will not like mount it to my wall because I also want to take it everywhere with me. I feel like everyone should know, so I need to bring it with me grocery shopping or homeschool meetups. Like you need to have it with you at all times. Okay, and then I bought this TV for her room, and I bought the smallest TV that they had at Walmart, and it is hilariously small. It's so funny how badly proportioned it is. I don't know. Maybe I'll put some other stuff on my dresser, but it looks ridiculous right there. So funny. Oh, another thing that I decided to set up on my bookshelf that you guys don't really see, that's probably where I'm going to store my computer, my laptop, and all the other things. I think I can just tuck that on. And I love that because I haven't had a good place to store my computer. It kind of just lives where I left it last. And I would like a home for it. So the home will be the bookshelf.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should.
I have no idea what that cord goes to. It doesn't go with the TV because the TV works. So what is that cord for? I actually don't remember where I set it either, so hope it never comes up again.
I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say.
No, I hid it over here. I don't know where it went. But getting the last little bit of the dust up.
Nobody loves me better.
Here's where it gets tricky. Also, look at how great it looks. I know that window is kind of washing us out a little bit, but look at how great that looks. It's so good. Okay, I want to get the main things up because I do need to do a really good sweep and mop in here.
Nobody loves me better.
And then I kind of realized I need to do it in sections. So we're going to do the bed and sides and then try to get the front done.
Too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you.
And then remember how I set my nightstand directly on top of a bunch of trash? I moved it again to get the trash out from underneath it. And that's everything you saw right there. And now we need to get the trash out from underneath the bed.
Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space.
Also, I completely forget that Kesha's on the bed. And look at her peeking out like, hey, what the hell? Why is there so much stuff on the bed now? She was sleeping. Sorry for singing, guys.
Every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing.
I love having things hanging on my walls. We have never really done that. And I put it as one of my goals for 2024 to make my home more homey. And I am so happy I did it.
Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
There are still tiny pieces of styrofoam just going absolutely everywhere in here. I think the styrofoam is going to be present endlessly forever. Not even the vacuum could get it. Okay, so I still have those sliders underneath my bed, and there's no way I'm getting the far one out on my own. So first, I think my son can just knock it with my duster, and that doesn't work. So I am trying very hard to lift it high enough, and he is trying so hard. So I'm like, okay, could you just scoot under there and do it? And he's like, don't drop the bed on me. I'm like, clearly I'm not gonna do that. Like, I put 11 years of effort into keeping you alive. I'm not just gonna wash that down the drain. So, but just the way I was picking it up, the way it was angled, it was so hard for him to get that stupid thing out. And I couldn't leave it because then the bed would be off balance. It would wobble, and I don't want that. And so we struggled extremely hard for him to get that back one out. Leroy helping as needed. Also, I totally have no idea that Kesha's on the bed, and that poor girl was just living the roller coaster life. So he finally gets it on that side, and I was like, good, there's one on the other side too. And I learned my lesson, and I just heave the living crap out of this side. I'm not even going to try to play. I just want this darn thing up. And he got it instantly. So, yay! And the front ones were easy for me to get off. I just had to lift it a little bit with my shoulder. See? And it pops right out. Okay, this part, well, okay, that whole under the bed thing I was dreading, but this next part I was dreading quite a bit. So I want to orient. I decide on the rug. I think it's going to be okay. It really looks amazing with everything else. And I think it's far enough away from some of those pictures that it adds interest to the room, not so much that it clashes. And if you guys feel differently, keep it to yourselves because it would hurt my feelings. And then I did decide to center the rug on the bed, not the room. Leroy, endlessly helpful, decides to see if I need a little lammy for this. Little lammykin action while trying to deal with a rug. Super on brand. All right, I think it's lined up. It's definitely lined up as much as I feel like doing it. And I need a helper again. This actually does not go as well as I had thought it would. Probably because Leroy's like assaulting Calvin, trying to get him to do the lambykins. He just wants one of us to play with the effing lamb. Could you please, just once, throw this lamb? And Kesha, she's still back there being like, hey, I'm still here. Please stop doing that. Also, if you wonder what Kesha does in this office, she's my PR manager. Okay, finally got that part done. And then honestly, I don't realize that my bedspread is really tucked up in that side. So sorry guys, I never go back and address it either. Inside this bench, that's where our 2 sleeping pillows go. I feel very clever. And I don't know how I feel about this pillow being on the bench. You guys can actually give me honest opinions about that, because I don't feel very partial either way. I kind of like it, but it also seems like a bit much. Maybe the bench by itself would be a better choice. It looks great, right guys? Like, look at how nice that rug looks. It brings the whole room together. And I only have a tiny bit left. Very excited about it. Just a little bit of sweep and mop. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, I don't even sweep. Just a little vacuum and mop. Even easier. Little styrofoam bits. Crazy. So I do get the stickers that I had left on the side. But if not, actually, after I'm done doing this voiceover, I'm going to go check to make sure I did get the stickers that are on the side facing the door off of that. That's one thing I like about doing voiceovers is I go back and I can see things where I'm like, oh, okay, I clearly forgot and missed that part, and it's simple enough to go back. And the last little bit of paint that I need to get off. So here is the final result, you guys. I think it turned out better than I could have ever imagined. It's so cozy, it's so moody. It's just exactly perfect. I do need to get more up here. But the bookshelf came out really cute as well. Look at this. You guys, I am just so pleased. I cannot believe I am so done with everything. God damn it.